Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Wanted to give you a quick update on where we're at here. A couple big things happened since the last update video. One of those being we had a pretty major issue on the front suspension here. The issue was when we put all the ball joints on and whatnot, we all of a sudden had no steering, so you couldn't turn the wheels at all. They were just locked up. So side to side turning, not a thing. Ended up going back through it, taking the shocks off, and ended up, you see down here, the lower ball joint. The mistake we made here was when we put all this on, we put that on super tight. I mean, just cranked the hell out of it, and we really shouldn't have done that. So what we did is we ended up banging this down, popping it out of the cup there, and then retightening. Well, once we popped it out, we could move. We had steering, right? We unhooked the steering rods here, and then we could turn the wheel pretty easily. And so we knew that was the problem. So we put it all back together and started tightening this nut up, 1-2 turns at a time, keep working it, lube everything up, trying to see at what point it would stop and lock up. And to our surprise, we managed to get it torqued down and everything and back together, and it never really locked up again. I think we just jammed it in there and it was in a bind. So if you have issues after you put ball joints on, a classic bug with this kind of front end, the ball joint front end, that might be your issue. If you cranked on those lower torsion bar ball joints, that could be your issue for not wanting to turn. So we got that. So that was kind of a pretty big deal yesterday, just trying to figure out what the problem was, how to do it. Was talking with Mike at thinkparts.com, and he was giving us some ideas and this, that, and the other, because to be completely honest, my idea was to replace the lower torsion arms with, because those are Beetle, was to replace them with Thing lower arms, and then use Thing ball joints on the bottom, because the top is Thing. I was going to just match up the bottom, which Mike thought wasn't the best idea, which led me to go on a journey of just attempting to make this work with what I had, and it did. So that was very helpful. Another thing that we did, we have a gas pedal now. It's not all the way hooked up, but it's not adjusted, but it's physically there. So we got a clutch, we got gas. The front brake drums have been ordered. They'll be here hopefully this week. That'd be great. And then over here on the body, I started blocking the driver's side and getting it ready to kind of spot fill and then prime again. And then Ron has been working back here on this whole area. And if you guys remember, we replaced, this is new, that's new, a lot of new metal back here. But he just primed this tonight, to my surprise. I went to dinner and came back and he had it primed. Yeah, we're getting there. Still a lot of work to do, still a lot of work back here to do. We need to block this down, probably skim some areas, some spots, so on and so forth, but we're getting there. Got all this done. I pretty much got it blocked to here. I still have to do up here, and I still have to do the vents, and some of the jambs. I haven't done this one yet, but I started here. So, just trying to get there. I did make a purchase, which, yeah, it's not up here, but we did go to the paint store today. Went and talked to Nick over at Auto Body Express, ABE, in Spring Hill, and picked up a gallon of slick sand, heavy build primer, and we also picked up some 3M spot putty, and then what else I got? I got a roll of 150. Here's the spot putty, finishing glaze, I should say. So we got that. Ours was old, and it just, you got about, a minute before it was completely hard and dry, no matter what amount of hardener you put in it. So yeah, that's what we did today. Tomorrow we'll be continuing to block, and just tweaking these areas, and then getting it ready for another coat of primer. This next coat will be the slick sand. Should take care of a lot of little things and bring us really kind of into the zone. And yeah, I'm also working on. You guys know I'm constantly ordering parts. I'm working on steering at the moment, getting all the parts together, bearings, and what would it be? It'd be the turn signal switch, the wiper switch, horn button, all of that, the bearings and bushings and whatnot that go in the steering column, so that when we get to the point where this is painted, I want to already have the steering column rebuilt completely and painted and ready to go. We're going to paint it red, and then it'll get a wooden steering wheel. Kind of got a chrome middle and wood. I'll attach a picture to it of it, and it's going to match the teak floorboards and the shift knob. So that should be pretty good looking. But yeah, that's what we've been working on. Want to thank you guys for liking and subscribing our videos. We just hit 100 subscribers. Want to thank every one of you for that. That is a huge deal for us. We're going to keep making better and better videos. I just got another camera, actually. So now I'll have 2 of these set up so I can get better angles and just more footage for you guys, B-roll footage and whatnot. So hopefully here soon, the plan is to paint this thing here, hopefully the next couple weeks, and if that happens, what we're planning on doing is our neighbor Don he's the guy with the '57 Chevy we just put the motor in. He's got a brand new inflatable paint booth, so we're going to put that right here and paint this 73 thing inside of there. And we're looking at, and don't tell Ron, but we're looking at buying maybe the DeVilbiss DV1, I think it is, clear coat gun and base coat gun. Just kind of upgrade our guns and get them something kind of slick. His birthday is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, so we're working with the paint shop up there and the DeVilbiss rep to maybe get something cool for him. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, but we should have some pretty slick paint guns coming here soon. What we have is okay. We've got the DeVilbiss. I bought a starter kit from DeVilbiss, I think it's from Eastwood, 4 or 5 years ago, which is what we're using, and they're okay, but we just bought rebuild kits for them and whatnot. We're going to rebuild them again. But we really want to pull off a show car finish, And I think part of that, I think we got the right painter, I think we've got the right materials, I think now we just need to have the right gun and tools to do the job, and also need to have a proper, somewhat of a proper paint booth, an area to do it, because otherwise we would be painting in this garage, which you guys can see is, you know, dirty. So we'd have to clean this whole thing. It'd be a shit show. So having that paint booth out there should be a huge help, and then and all the neighbors know what we're doing, so I'm not really worried about that. It's more, where do I put the 2, 4, 6, 7 cars that are in the driveway and in the yard. So, but we'll figure that out when we get there. that's what we've got for you today. I want to thank you all again for subscribing and staying tuned to our channel, and we will have some more content for you probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching Brown's Riding Custom. Have a great night.